subscribe to everything. Just Google The Right Brother. Hit the like button if you like. Anyway, I don't know how long this signal's gonna last, but one of the questions I got on YouTube was, not on YouTube, one of the questions I got on Facebook was, tell us what company you work for, because I want to make the money you make it. And you know what? There's a few different reasons why. And some people still ask me why I don't tell the company. One, because I don't want the company watching what I do on YouTube. My work ethic, in my opinion, is two different things. Two, after the situation that happened at Swift Transportation, you know, where people was calling in on me, you know, that's kind of like, why? Why would I tell you the company that I work at? Three, I think it's pretty cool that if you do run down on me or you run into me, I'll be like, that's my truck right there. And everybody that's on here that watched this video that have ran into me, you know, once you meet me in person, I'm more than happy to say, hey, I work for Swift Transportation. I work for Knight, Warner, CR England, CRST. You know? But my grind and your grind might be two different things. My situation and your situation might be two different things. So, me telling you where telling you where I started off at Swift Transportation is fine, because a lot of people start off there. But here's the thing about me telling you what I'm doing and not telling you where I'm doing it at. Swift Transportation works for me. It worked for me. Swift Transportation might not work for you. Alright? I mean, it is what it is. It might not work for you. Again, I don't know how long this signal's gonna last. As soon as I start the live feed, you know, it start dropping signal or whatever. But so you can look at the comments about, you know, everybody want to say Swift, you know, that it's an acronym. I was about to say acronym. It's an acronym for whatever. And a lot of times, most of the people that do go to Swift, they do all right, because they go to Swift to use it for what it's used for. But the places that I go and the jobs that I get, it just might not be for you. Like the job I have now, I gotta call brokers, I gotta negotiate. I'm always overpricing, underpricing. I'm learning as I go. You know, I'm having an issue saving money because I'm just not used to getting the amount of money that I'm getting. So, you know, I'll be wanting to go home and blow it and stuff like that. But let's go on and get around this though. I wish it was that Abilene truck that Trucker Brown was talking about. There's an Abilene truck out there somewhere that's definitely need to get his doors taken off. But it might not be for you. And the perfect example is Trucker Brown. Alright? Trucker Brown was doing something like the same thing I'm doing. Calling brokers, negotiating, doing all this paperwork, you know, and he realized that's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted. He wanted consistency, because out here it's not consistent. I get down here to drop this load off, I have absolutely no clue what kind of load I'm going to find or what kind of money I'm going to get. And now I got to go buck dance, as he would say. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get my Bojangles on and start calling people with the niceties, you know? And that's not for everybody. You know, coming out here and watching our videos, you're seeing everybody try different things. Steven Transport worked for King D-Raj, but it might not work for the next man. Swift Transportation Training worked for me, but it might not work for the next man. The company that I'm at right now, where I'm on the public load boards, picking out the spot market, it works for me, might not work for the next man. So when you start to base your opinion on where you should go and what you should do, you should kind of look at the amount of headache the person has to go through just to get what he wants, he or she wants. For me, out here, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I never said I did. I'm consistently learning how to handle the situation I put myself in. I don't base my decisions off of what everybody else doing. I base my decision off what I want to do. Now, I might want to go over there with Trucker Brown and Woody. Or I might want to go over there with Lil Dog. Or, you know, I might give Bella Flor a call and say, trucking exec. We got live flowers over here in California, man. Let's make this happen. But I base my decision on what I want to do. I try to get information from other people on what to be aware of, their experience, how they feel. But then at the same time, I don't know that person. So I have to gauge that person in order to try to see if the information they're giving is genuine. You know I don't want to be a company driver. I know that. I don't know if y'all saw that white dude on that picture. I don't know who that is. He had a hoodie on. Somebody should go up there and put some tea and Skittles in his hands and see what happens. But yeah, what I do might not be for you. It just might not be. I will say that you can do by getting in the truck and it can change your life, but at the same time, it can change everybody's lives in completely different ways. For the local guy, it gives you a steady income, great benefits. For the regional guy, it gets you home on the weekend and spend time with your kids and your family at a steady income. For the OTR guy, it gives you experience so you can go out and do what you want to do. You know, for the flatbedders, for the tankers, you know, but at the end of the day, it gives you the one thing that everybody needs, and that's a steady flow of income. Now, if you want to jump on my level, there's going to be a lot of hardship that you're going to have to go through to figure it out. Now, the hardship that I went through was very minor, and it wasn't even a hardship in my book. It's just I had to figure it out. You got Chasing Andrews over in the oil field doing the pneumatic. That when I look at the name and it's spelled with the PH, I'm like, how is it spelled PH? But it says it's a new, it's not formatic. I don't know. But you see what he's doing, he's figuring it out. And that's what a lot of people seem to not be able to do, is to figure out how to handle whatever situation they chose to put themselves in. Now, if you go and follow somebody to another situation, your frame of mind going in that situation might be different than the frame of mind of the person you follow. Got to keep that in mind. Somebody called me about where I'm at, what I'm doing. I'm going to tell them it's all good. I'm taking a load over here for 5,500 for 2,000 miles. I'm doing all right. But I had to go from San Diego to Atlanta and back. That's a week out and a week back. Some people don't want to be away from their family that long. You know, you might want that consistent freight. I think he told where he worked at. You know, you might want that consistent freight. You know, if you pull in trailers like Prime and some of these other big reefer companies, you're going to have freight for days. You got to weigh that option. Do you want to go where you want to go and pick the loads that you want to pick? Or do you want to have a selection of loads to pick from? Because the place that got the selection of loads to pick from has buku freight. A lot of people talk about Swift Transportation, but yet Swift Transportation has freight for days. If you over there running teams, you straight. Especially if you go lease. If you go lease and run teams, you straight. You're gonna make $3,000 or more. You know? So what I do might not be for you. So for the guy that asked me on Facebook, where do I work at, because he want to make the type of money I'm making, you might not be able to come over here and make the type of money I'm making. In all actuality, I might not even be making no money. You know what I mean? I think I'm making money because I'm coming from being poor to being whatever I am now. That's why I have an issue saving money. You know? At the end of the day, you got to do what makes you happy. And whatever you do, if you choose to blame somebody else for that situation that you're in, you're wrong. You are an adult. When you come out here and get your CDLs, you are an adult. You make the decisions to come out and do what it is you feel like you need to do in order to succeed. You know? I am a follower and a leader at the same time, because I follow my ambitions, and I'm a leader by nature. I'm just a leader by nature. I'm not even a leader by nature. I'm a weirdo by nature. I'm a weirdo, and I know it. I like it. That's me. I accept that. You know? But I just wanted to put that out there. Just pay attention to the moves that these people are making and realize this is entertainment as well as life lessons that everybody is learning in the moment. And what it is that I do might not be for you. What it is the next man do might not be for you. I might go to RST. You never know. I might go buy me a truck, go to RST. Why not? If I know that I can, and I live on the West Coast, so it makes sense. And the stuff I heard back in the day about RST is not a bad company to lease on to. You know? Why not? I'm in the place that produce produce. So why not profit off the produce? Right? I like driving. It's easy, simple, bump a dot, keep it moving. You know? That's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel about it. A lot of places I go, I don't want them to know I got a YouTube. For a variety of reasons. Just a variety of reasons. Because it's mine. They don't need to know what car I drive. They just need to know I get to work on time. You know? But do whatever you feel like you need to do in order to succeed in life. Profit. That's all we're out here trying to do. Anybody at work is trying to make a profit. We're not trying to sustain. We're trying to make a profit. And you need to make that profit the best way that makes you happy. You know? That's just how I feel about it. That is just how I feel about it. Me personally, and I've said this to people on the phone, I feel like anywhere I go, I can make it work. Anywhere I go, I can make it work. If I went to Travel Loco, I feel like I could have made Travel Loco work. If I went to Prime, I feel like I could make Prime work. The company I'm at now, it took some doing, but it's working for me now. That's because the way I approach things, the way I look at things, the way I handle things, the way I deduce a situation, if that's the right word, deduce. A situation is going to be different than some other people, the way that they handle situations. I came over here, I was only working on their load board, and I had to I had to make several phone calls and talk to several people and start buck dashing, as Chuck Brown was said, to get on the public load boards. And I got on the public load boards, and the funny part about it is I posted a message in the group. This company has a group, a private group that you can join to help you find loads or whatnot. I joined that group, and I posted a message like, hey, all you blah, 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 y'all can get on the public load board. Y'all just got to talk to this guy. And I got 50 messages saying, you a lie, no you can't, such and such, you know, there's no freight over here, I need help, I can't find a load. And I'm like, dude, you can get on the public. I had a driver that worked for the same company I work for. I said, hey man, you know you can get on the public load board. He said, no you can't. I said, yeah, I'm on the public load board. He was like, no you're not. Closed his door and drove off while I'm standing there. Just drove off. You know? So, what works for me might not work for you. That's why I don't tell the company that I'm at. You know? I don't tell the company I'm at because I just like the freedom. And I like the, what's the word I can't say, that the anonymity? I like the anonymity. I like the anonymity of being able to express my opinion on a public platform without it reflecting on the company that I'm leased on to. You know? The anonymity. That's gonna bother me all day. I'm at the okay, and then the Google now. The anonymity. See, this is what happens when you eat too much box. The anonymity. See, I keep wanting to flick of the tongue, flick of the tongue. Now, if y'all try to say it right now, you got to say it real slow and borderline pronunciation. You know? But yeah. It's all a learning process. Everybody's out here learning. It's only a few people that's able to get out here and learn and then tell what they learned on a public platform to where people can understand it. And that's all that all of us are out here trying to do, is learn. I learned by experience, so that's why I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it. Not only that, I have a good support system back home, so I'm pretty sure if I was single, I'd probably be further ahead than where I am now, because it would be no holds barred. I live on the road. Why not? I look good enough, and I have enough game to where my internet presence can be popping, and I can have a place to stay in every state. You know, but I got responsibilities to take care of, so it is what it is. Talking about eating booty, ain't nothing wrong with talking about eating booty. We all are adults. Hi, I'm TRB. I drive for Swift Water, CRST, CR England Transportation, and there's people out there that eat booty. Booty. That's a funny word, booty. Look at how, booty. But yeah. So right now I am 752 miles away from where I need to deliver this load over in Georgia. Then I'm gonna take me a load back to the West Coast. I routed myself. I was gonna take the 10 to the 20, run it that way, but I saw all the snow and everything that was going on, so I just ran the 40. You know, got the cruise control on, taking those off. You know, that's just how I do. That's just how I do. That's just how I do. It's funny because I said eating booty, and I got 15 more viewers. Me trying to get out my thoughts, like what this person do might not be for you. 50 views, 55. I talk about eating booty, we We jumped up to about 70 views. You know. Let's see. Am I getting the Tesla truck? No. You don't never get the first version of something. Let the mega carriers test out the first version of it. And then when version 2.0, 2.5, 3.0 come out, that's when everybody else can start taking a look at it. Pretty sure some bugs need to be worked out. It hasn't been, it's not in real world practice yet. It hasn't driven to the shippers and receivers that don't have gravel. It haven't driven through the streets of Chicago. You know, it hasn't been on the 40 going through Flagstaff, where you literally got to get in the hammer lane just so you won't hit as many bumps as you hit. It hasn't been through Wyoming's winds, Washington snows and hills, you know. So, nah, not yet. So I'm gonna do a video about what app I use when before I got my Ram McNally. But the app I use is called My 20. I've been meaning to make the video for a while now for my app series that I keep wanting to put out, but I just never had the time or the energy to do it. But it's an app called My 20. It's built for truckers as well, and it's free. So you can definitely use that on your smartphone. Get away from the Google. Google is cool, but once you get off the freeway, it will take you down four-wheeler lane. And what is four-wheeler lane? Those restricted lanes where I got a ticket. Ticket cost me $700 something out there in California because I was out of route. Because I was out of route. But I just want to come on here and holler at y'all for a minute. I'll go ahead and knock that video out. I should do the video right now, huh? But I want to open up the app and let y'all see the app in the video. So probably got to hold off on that again until I get some recorded video of it. Do some screen capturing on the phone. But yeah, My 20. You can look them up on, oh, I'm sorry, I think it's My 120. I'm gonna need $100. You can send it to the PayPal, paypal.me/TheRightBrotha. There, Falling Night 1. I need $100 for that. To advertise on my live feed is $100 every time you post something. Hey, he said go brush your beard. I ain't brushing the beard, son. Listen, everybody's getting these locks because they got hair on top of their head. Well, I ain't got hair on top of my head. So I'm gonna get the what's the dude on Transformers that had the dreadlock beards? The old dude that was losing his mind. That's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna get out of here. Just wanna throw that out there real quick. Y'all be easy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. He said don't do it. Alright, y'all. I'll holler at you. Peace.